All right, lovely. So mm, we're going to look at all the different moving parts here, but I'm going to look first for Prince Harry because he seems to be in the headlines lately, not in a good way, even though he's making his best effort um, to make it work. Yeah. So let's see, what does he want from the press, from the media? So this is what he is, it's not what he wants. So the Five of Pentacles reversed, basically upright. And this is more true for the United Kingdom than for a lot of like Christian countries around the world. The churches, they have murals, and this is a church mural. So we have two people with disabilities who don't even lean on each other. Their togetherness is that they're both with disability. The first one is like crippled, cannot walk, and the second one is he's a man, and the woman, she's bare feet. So these are the type of people that go to church in dire need, in the need of please God, give me a miracle. So obviously we have the two Sussexes here represented, going to church, reversing that card. And this is for Prince Harry and the press. Even though things went badly for his mom, even though he's blaming the press, he used to immensely blame the press. And that blame shifted a little bit to his own family for not protecting his mom. But even though things were not working out well in that marriage kind of situation between Prince Harry and the press, what he has with the press is a lifelong commitment. And this is like in the old days where when you marry someone, and in the old days actually you were betrothed, so it wasn't even your choice whether you want to or choose to, or you were betrothed. And in the old days, when you marry, you doesn't matter what happens, you stay together through hail, through blaze, through bad weather. You cannot be divorced, period. You cannot be divorced. Looking at the card of the Sphinx, stealing, literally stealing the pharaoh's soul, or drawing his last breath, till death do us part. That's the type of relationship he's going to have with the press, and it's up to him to make things bearable. Yeah, to make things bearable, because he cannot divorce them. He can sue them however much he wants. He's not going to win, because even though the media is in the hands of just a few billionaires around the world, there's a lot of alternative media. He cannot control the like say stay-at-home mom in Dallas, Texas, that wants to write in Twitter, or the Filipino girl who is fangirling him and is starting a Tumblr account, to comment about him. He cannot control the press. The collective soul of the press is no longer, let's say, bribed into propaganda. What he wants, what he's really dreaming of, is for a quick turnaround. Maybe he had some high hopes for this documentary, for which I'm not going to express my opinion, that this documentary is going to put him into the Diana's son situation, where he's the man of the people, the beloved the beloved prince, one of you. But this is the relationship with the press. They will forever stay the same, but if he doesn't do something about it, it will be like a bad, loveless marriage, where you cannot escape from it. So, and just to be clearer, in terms of marriage equality, even to a certain way, pay for the women, women are not equal to men in terms of pay, but they are paid for the work, and for millennia this hasn't happened. So even though in our private lives we have some freedoms, we have some it's freedom, it's equality, it's like in French, égalité. When you are a public figure, and one would say, well, he didn't choose. Well, he so chose to be born in a public figure family. So for public figures, we're still way behind the times. So the propaganda and painting the rosy picture of who he wants to be seen as is not going to work anymore. But also, so the lies are not going to work, but also the right to be forgotten is not on the radar for public figures. They are going to be seen. So I'm going to pull a card for what he needs to do to mend this relationship. What he needs to do. Wow, that's the Five of Wands. Gonna put it here, reversed, which is a good thing. Another 5 reversed. That means there's a lot of help from materialization, from esoteric numerological point of view. It's another dead end situation that is no longer there. So I'm gonna put it as reversed, even though you can see it's a disturbing image, but I'll come back to it. Because I want to look at what the press is. What's the press is, attitude towards Prince Harry. So the press is represented by and that's an really interesting card, the Hierophant. In any other situation, in any other reading, I would say that this is the family values, the eldest person in the family, being of influence, favoring tradition. In this case, we have a karmic card. This is the final countdown type of card. We have basically the time has run over. Yeah, you are no longer getting free passes from the press. And the person who's saying this is the monarchy. The monarchy is in with the press. They're in a basically they don't even have to pay the press for the press to turn their backs on the prince who's throwing money to shut them down. But it's that the attitude of the press towards the Prince Harry is with the blessing of the royal family. It's with their blessing. The King of Pentacles, again, it is him. They're seeing him as somebody who's throwing away money at the wrong things, using his influence for the wrong things. Now, what does he need to do? What does Prince Harry need to do to mend his relationship with the press? Because again, public figures, they don't have the right to be forgotten. They no longer have the right to be portrayed as those beautiful, benevolent, good-hearted man of the people, woman of the people. They no longer have the right to. They don't have. No longer have the ability to have a fake image for in front of the plebs, and that's a good thing. It's a good thing. It's something that basically we're never given a challenge that we cannot overcome, and we're never given a challenge just like that. We're given a challenge because that particular challenge, we chose it before we were born in order to grow, to overcome something. So it's I'll ask a little bit about this. I'll talk a little bit about this imagery here. So we have the woman with the lion head drinking blood from the sea of blood formed by the people she killed, and the sea has these make-wish flowers, and in the background are the deserts and the pyramids. So it is again a very challenging card. It's a very challenging card. So we're asking here for action. For action for Prince Harry to mend his, let's say, strained lifelong relationship with the press. He needs to turn his back on that. He needs to not seek blood from the press through, the legal course and things like that. But he needs to turn his back on that. He needs to, I don't know, let it go is not the right word. Probably he needs to change his way of judging things in the world. I think that's more like it. So that's for Prince Harry. It's a lot, and we'll continue next with Meghan Markle. It's gonna be interesting. Meghan Markle, what does she want from the press? And we'll see what the press wants from her, and also what the public sees her as. But before we go, the last card I'd like to see to read in this reading, and this is really for all three, for everyone involved in this public figure family, and the presence and the people. It's the Star reversed. So the Star upright is about something that we cannot touch, the untouchables, really, the royals that are so out of reach. And there is this I don't know which royal started that, but there is this a notion that the royals need to not complain, not explain themselves, not talk in public, be like the stars, untouchable, the distant, and things like that. Now, this is no longer the case. That ship has sailed fast. And all three moving parts here from the royal family need to understand that. And what they need to understand is they're, they're seen more like normal human beings, not like royals, not like something special. They're seen as ordinary, and ordinary is not what keeps the public interested. That's what the card says. So, see you in the next video about our favorite Meghan Markle and her relationship with the press, British press, and the British people, their attitude towards her. And talk to you in the next video. Bye.